Millions of employees in the Bay Area worked remotely during the pandemic, leaving offices empty. With people at home, there have been fewer opportunities for porch pirates to steal packages. But with people going back to work, artificial intelligence is stepping up as a deterrent. ABC 7 News reporter David Louie shows us how.
This could be happening more frequently as remote workers head back to the office. However, not all security cameras offer this kind of intervention.
Hello, this is Deep Sentinel Security. Need to put that package back now.
Porch pirates are being watched by live security guards from Pleasanton-based Deep Sentinel. Company founder and CEO David Sellinger says this hub device employs artificial intelligence.
Our AI actually analyzes every video in like microseconds and determines whether there is something actually suspicious happening or not, so that our guards are only viewing the events that are very, very relevant.
Homeowner Steve Saul says his neighbors have theft issues, but Deep Sentinel has prevented him from being a target.
If they spot something going on that's fishy, they'll actually activate the camera and they'll speak up, and it kind of it's kind of there to freak out the guys who are going through your car.
In most cases, suspects looking for a parcel to steal will change their mind and retreat when they realize a live guard is ready to call the police. The video is recorded locally but can be uploaded to the cloud for possible prosecution. One customer didn't even know a porch pirate had struck until police arrived.
Opens the door, meets the police officer, and that's the moment where she learned that her package had been stolen. The police officer's handing her package back and has the suspect in handcuffs in the back of his car.
This level of security costs about $100 per month for residential customers. It has helped to prevent auto break-ins as well. However, a low-cost, common-sense approach called environmental design can also be a deterrent.
Lots of lights, motion-activated lights, don't have dark, hidden areas where people can hide, or windows that aren't visible from your neighbors or from the street.
David Louie, ABC 7 News.
Welcome to Deep Sentinel Security. Our mission is to protect your property and stop crime before it can happen.
Deep Sentinel Security, can I help you, sir?
Hello, this is Deep Sentinel Security. Is there something I could help you with?
Our video-based AI technology keeps an eye on your property for you, streaming real threats to live Sentinel agents.
This is Deep Sentinel Security. The police are on their way.
This is Deep Sentinel Security. You need to leave immediately. Hello, this is Deep Sentinel Security. Need to put that package back now.
You will have peace of mind knowing that our Sentinels are watching and ready to help. Our highly trained guards consistently go above and beyond.
Sir, could you please get out of the middle of the street? It's not safe. It looks like you left something there in the middle of the road. You might want to grab that and then get out of the street, please. Just hang out on the sidewalk. I don't want you to get hit by a car.
Hello, sir. This is Deep Sentinel Security. Is there any reason that you're on this property?
Yeah, we're just doing a test with Sergeant. See if you guys notice.
Very good, sir. Thank you so much for letting us know that.
Yeah, of course. Appreciate it. That was real quick.
You guys take care and have a safe night.
When artificial intelligence meets video-based surveillance and human understanding, true security is achieved.
When my neighbor's home got broken into, I built an AI camera to protect my family and prevent that from ever happening to them. This AI is able to predict crime before it happens and actually prevent it and stop it from ever happening. My neighbor, she has an alarm, she has cameras, but those don't do anything to prevent crimes that are going to happen to her. In fact, an alarm doesn't even go off until minutes after someone's in her home, and a camera, all it does is record something so you can view it later. This AI is the only active prevention home security system out there. And it's not just a pipe dream. It's actually available to you. It's in thousands of households across the country, and we have prevented hundreds of crimes, everything from package theft to armed home invasion. That's right, it is real. We have actually prevented armed home invasion. And the best news is, not only is this available, it's actually cheaper than your current burglar alarm. Check it out. It's called Deep Sentinel.
Hi, I'm Dave Sellinger. I'm the CEO and co-founder at Deep Sentinel. We at Deep Sentinel put together this short video specifically for law enforcement partners because we are probably already protecting residents in your community, and it's important for us to share with you how we work and how we might interface with dispatchers and responding officers. Deep Sentinel employs our own highly trained live guards who watch the outside of our customer's home using entirely video technology. While that may sound a little bit like a burglar alarm, we do not have door and window sensors. We focus entirely on using video to identify suspicious behavior and then to be able to intervene in that. When we do see something, our intervention starts with two-way audio. Our guards use two-way audio to interact directly with the suspicious individual. We then would contact the homeowner to double verify that what we're seeing is in fact suspicious behavior. And then finally, as a last resort, we would contact law enforcement. Our entire goal is to prevent these crimes before they escalate. So we use two-way audio as our primary vehicle to be able to stop incidents before they turn into something more serious. When Deep Sentinel does call law enforcement dispatch, our guards are going to be able to provide a lot of information to dispatchers, and we will stay on the line to provide information such as the description of the suspect, the location of the suspect, and the crime in question. We will also stay on the line with dispatch to keep the law enforcement appraised of the events as they unfold. For all of these incidents, we do store the audio and video of that event in our secure cloud and in the hub at the resident's home. Many of the agents that you're going to be interacting with are retired dispatchers, retired law enforcement agents, or have dozens of years of experience in security working with law enforcement. I had two other videos that I wanted to share with you. The first is a technical explanation of how the Deep Sentinel product works, how our cameras function, and how our hub functions. And then the second shows how that all comes together in an actual incident that occurred in Washington State.
Stop. Drop the package. You're being recorded. This is Deep Sentinel Security. Return the package and leave the premises. How it works. We set an intelligent perimeter around your home with next-gen cameras that detect motion and instantly stream video to our smart hub, where computer vision and artificial intelligence separate the noise from the real threats. The hub instantly streams real threats to live Sentinel agents. Live Sentinels intervene in suspicious behavior within seconds to stop the intruder. Live Sentinels engage law enforcement faster than any other security company. They're protecting your home 24/7, so you don't have to. We say stop.
Now that we've seen how the product works, this second video is going to show, again, how that all comes together and show an incident that happened in the greater Seattle area in Washington. This particular home had been burglarized twice in the year before the residents bought Deep Sentinel. And what you're seeing here is one of the residents is home. She's home with her 3 children, and a suspicious man enters the perimeter of the property. She actually sees him through her den window, and he sees her, but he doesn't leave. She's in such a state of shock that the best she can do is try to remove her kids from the room where they're seeing this scary man. Deep Sentinel is able to intervene, to address the man, to not let go of the man when he ignores us during the first intervention attempt, and then to get him to leave the property before this situation escalates into something much more serious.
Sir, this is Deep Sentinel Security. Is there something I can help you with? Sir, this is Deep Sentinel Security. Your image is being recorded.
So I hope you've gotten a sense through these videos of how Deep Sentinel works and how we can be helpful for law enforcement in actually solving crime, how we're able to do this without having that 90+% false alarm rate that burglar alarm has, and how we're able to provide a higher level of security to the residents that are involved, including keeping law enforcement appraised of any event when we do have to call law enforcement. Who is the suspicious person? What do they look like? What's the description of them? Any suspicious behavior? Where's their current location? Are there any weapons involved? We're an entirely video-based solution, and so I hope through this you're able to see a little bit better about how that comes together. If you're interested in getting more information, we do have a dedicated law enforcement portal at www.deepsentinel.com, sentinel.com. And there you're going to be able to learn a little bit more about how the product works. You'll be able to see more example videos where we've done additional interventions, or you're going to be able to work with us to either contact our security department. You can get copies of videos with a sufficient warrant if there's an ongoing investigation, or we also provide some community support for community policing. So those are things like a sample unit so that your department can evaluate the solution, or a giveaway unit for a community policing event. So we hope you found this informative, and we look forward to working with you to make your communities a safer place for all of your residents.
This is Deep Sentinel Security. Is there a reason you're on this property?
Hello, sir. This is Deep Sentinel Security. How may I help you? Hello, this is Deep Sentinel Security. Is there a reason why you're on this property?
I'm sorry, you need to leave the property immediately. The police will be on their way.
Right now, okay?
Hello, sir. This is Deep Sentinel Security. How may I help you?
Are you even real? Oh, here's a fucking automatic fucking machine, huh?
So far, Deep Sentinel has exceeded our expectations. We've had a couple incidents that they've intervened on. We've had a package prevented from being stolen. They interacted with the person on our driveway and were able to stop the theft before it happened.
Hello, this is Deep Sentinel Security. Can I help you, sir? Hello, this is Deep Sentinel Security. Sir, if you have no reason to be on this property, you need to leave immediately.
When the police responded to the package theft and they came over, they were surprised that our monitoring company was able to call in with video footage, and I was able to show them the camera, and they were really, really impressed with it. We're really appreciative of the system, and we feel safe knowing that somebody's watching the house all the time.
Hello, this is Deep Sentinel Security. Need to put that package back now.
Sentinel Security. Is there something I could help you with?
I thought my friend lived here.
This is private property.
Hello, this is Deep Sentinel Security. Is there anything I can help you with? Sir, can you please come back to the camera and identify yourself? Sir, I do want to let you know if you do not identify yourself or the homeowner, I will be forced to contact local law enforcement.
Sir, if you have no reason to be on this property, you need to leave immediately.
Yeah, I was looking for somebody. Outside.
Hello, this is Deep Sentinel Security. You with the package?
My house, my dear.
Okay, sir. For security purposes, may I please have your first and last name?
I love you guys.
Thank you so much. You have a nice day.
How was your day today?
My day is awesome. Thank you for asking.
I have sold 3 of you guys. You guys are awesome. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much. You're awesome.
And good looking.
It's just a perfect product for the area, especially in San Francisco with the amount of crime or homelessness. Having Deep Sentinel has solved all of our problems due to the fact that someone's always monitoring when we're not available, always ready to intervene and call the police if necessary.
You are trespassing on private property. You need to leave immediately.
This is Deep Sentinel Security. I'm gonna need you to get off the premises.
Hello, this is Deep Sentinel Security. Can I help you?
This is Deep Sentinel Security. I need you to get off the property immediately.
So prior to Deep Sentinel, we had problems with vandalism, suspicious people looking into our office, a lot of trash, some people shooting up. We had our Ring doorbell stolen twice. All these issues definitely caused our employees to not feel as safe. Just looking into different security companies and realizing that there's a lack in all of the different security companies, so that's kind of why we just decided to step up and try Deep Sentinel out. It's solved all of our problems completely, actually. Someone's always there watching, so anytime someone comes through the back door or is harassing our front door and peeking in, someone's intervening. I love that there's someone on the opposite side of Deep Sentinel that I know is gonna deter people or take matters into their own hands and step it up. That is one of the biggest things that makes me feel better, just knowing that I have that comfort of someone.
Stop! You in the ski mask. Your image is being recorded and the police are being notified. You need to leave immediately.
911, what's your emergency?
Sir, it's Deep Sentinel Security. The property is closed. Leave immediately.
Hello guys, Deep Sentinel Security. Is there anything I can help you with? This is the security company monitoring the property. Do you have permission to be here?
This is Deep Sentinel Security. This is private property. You need to leave.
Cameras and guards monitor this property.
I've grown up in Pleasanton, small town, and now I'm a mom and 3 kids and have a career, and never thought, oh my goodness, we need to have security in a quiet town, but it's necessary now. Yeah, so we've lived in the Tri-Valley. Yeah, we moved back here 7 or 8 years ago.
It's a great feeling. Like in this area, obviously Pleasanton is safe, but you really never know.
That even a small town has its share of crime and that sort of thing. And so you can't be, too jaded. There's still gonna be some things that happen. It's the easiest, I think, way to install security cameras. My son, my 12-year-old son did it, and he did a great job and loved doing it.
Well, it was fun because I've always liked Legos, so it's kind of like a fun thing that I like to do.
I will say I don't really think of it as guards watching 24/7, and I feel like it's just nice to have the cameras. It's nice to have an account of the video, and then the second thought comes, oh, and there's other people that also are protecting our house as well.
We all have the app, and on our past vacations that we've went on, it's always nice to be able to check the cameras, know that your house is always guarded. And
especially when we were on vacation this summer, we were gone for a couple of weeks. We did have some people coming in. We've got, pet sitters or a gardener. You never know if there's going to be other people kind of catching the fact that you're gone or you're not at home for 2 weeks. And that gave a level of comfort. We came back and it was all here, all good. I love to have that access to kind of look on my phone and see if it's the dogs that are, making the noises or if it's something else.
So the nice thing is, when you get an event, it's like a real event.
So it's just that nice comfort level that's there now, having that I guess I didn't realize. I was always a little concerned that we didn't have it, security, and now that we do, it's a comfort.
Cameras and guards monitor this property. Property protected by live security guards. Cameras and security guards monitor this property. Attention! This area is under live surveillance. Cameras and security guards monitor this property. Property protected by live security guards. Property protected by live security guards.
This is Deep Sentinel Security. You need to leave the property. The property is closed.
Hello, this is Deep Sentinel Security. Is there something I could help you with? It's private property.
I was just stopping to get myself situated.
Have a nice day.
Cameras and guards monitor this property.
Sir, this is Deep Sentinel Security. You need to leave this property immediately.
Deep Sentinel Security, sir. Is there something I can help you with?
Hey, this is Deep Sentinel Security. This property is closed. There's no loitering here. Please leave immediately. Hey, this is Deep Sentinel Security. Hey, this is Deep Sentinel Security. This is Deep Sentinel Security.
This is Deep Sentinel Security.
This is Deep Sentinel Security.
This is Deep Sentinel Security.
This is Deep Sentinel Security.
Well, this is Deep Sentinel Security.
This is Deep Sentinel Security.
It's closed right now. Please exit immediately. This property is closed.
Leave the property immediately.
Your image is being recorded.
This property is closed, sir.
The property is closed. I'm going to have to ask you to leave.
This property is closed and there's no loitering here.
The property is closed. If you do not work here, I have to ask you to leave immediately.
Our area has a problem with transient and drug use. So we would come to work and there'd be hypodermic needles and feces, and we find out that somebody urinated on the property. There's a number of issues of trash. So those were all things we were concerned about and affected both staff morale and potentially like customers who had arrived to our store, and before we were able to take care of that, they'd see these issues, and that was a problem for us. We're looking at some solution for that, and traditional outside services you'd hire to come by and visit like once or twice a night. That's fine, but it's not keep an eye on everything all the time. There's a business actually about 4 blocks away that actually went out of business because there's just chronic problems with trash and drugs and camping and all that kind of thing, and just the customers were scared away. So for our business, it's pretty amazing. It's like the Deep Sentinel system senses possible problems, and the Deep Sentinel guards are all over it.
Hello, this is Deep Sentinel Security. Is there anything I can help you with? Sir, I need you to leave the property immediately. This is Deep Sentinel Security. I'm going to need you to get off the property. Sir, again, this is Deep Sentinel Security. If you don't have a reason or permission to be on this property, you need to leave immediately.
They'll issue like a notification to the trespasser, you know, why you're here. If that doesn't work, they'll issue an audible alarm. If that doesn't work, then they'll dispatch the police, and then problem solved. One thing is we don't have to worry about people sleeping in front of our store anymore. So you come to work and there's some guy who's passed out and you can't wake him up in the front of the business. That's a problem, you know. So there's a huge peace of mind knowing that Deep Sentinel is keeping an eye on everything when I'm at home and asleep, and I don't have to worry about notices coming in at 2 o'clock in the morning and waking me up. It's like they just take care of everything.
This is Deep Sentinel Security. Can I help you guys with something?
Sorry about that. Didn't know it was a secure building. Apologize.
Cameras and security guards monitor this property.
Hey, this is Deep Sentinel Security. Step away from the dumpster. You need to get off the property now.
This is Deep Sentinel Security. Is everything all right down there? I'm sorry, if you don't live here, I need to ask you to leave before the police are called.
Hello, this is Deep Sentinel Security. Can I help you?
Hi, this is Deep Sentinel Security. You're trespassing on private property. Vacate the property immediately, please.
My name is Jonathan. This is my wife, Kate.
We met 5 years ago when I was working in Shanghai. She's from China. She just moved over in October of 2018, and we got married shortly after. So what prompted us to even consider home security systems in the first place was that my neighbor's house actually got burglarized. We got a little scared. We were like, okay, this neighborhood isn't as safe as we thought it was. Maybe I should start considering home security cameras or even like a live monitoring system like ADT or something. So that's when we found Deep Sentinel. So it's wireless, which is easy to set up. It has a big battery, so the battery life is longer than usual. And it has the AI engine in the back. And the great thing is that there's a live monitoring service. So when I first installed the system, I was getting a lot of alerts like before, this mouse came by, or this cat came by, or this leaf went by. But after a while, I think once the system started recognizing those things, the alerts got a lot less. I've noticed that using the product, it's changed the way I live, kind of, and the way I interact with technology and camera systems. My wife laughs at me when I do this, but a lot of times I come home and I wave at the camera. I'm like, hey, but I know somebody's in the back watching, and it's like talking to your guard, or somebody there. For that peace of mind, knowing that somebody's always watching, and that my family's safe, it's priceless.
This is Deep Sentinel Security. Leave the property immediately. Hello, sir. This is Deep Sentinel Security. Can I assist you with something?
Hello, this is Deep Sentinel Security. Is there something I can help you with?
Hello, this is Deep Sentinel Security. Can I help you guys with anything? Okay, thank you, sir. Hello, this is Deep Sentinel Security. Can I help you guys with anything? We got permission. We're leaving. Okay, sounds good. You guys have a good rest of your day.
Hello, sir. This is Deep Sentinel Security. Is there anything I can help you with?
What's up, Mike? What's up, man? Just Boo, man.
Sir, this is the security company monitoring the property. Can you please verify the homeowner's last name?
I don't know. I'm gone.
Sir, you need to leave immediately.
My name's Randy, live in Danville, California. We bought this house about 5 years ago. So we were on vacation. We'd only been in the house for a few months. Went down south, and sure enough, we get a call from one of our neighbors. I'm standing in your house, your door is wide open, and your house has been ransacked, and you guys have been burglarized. The alarm's fine, but it doesn't do the same thing for you that the Deep Sentinel system does. I know with the Deep Sentinel system that they would be intervening the instant somebody was at the house that didn't belong there, and that they would be either speaking to that person or on the phone with the authorities, and they would have somebody there immediately. So it's really that peace of mind that intervention would happen before the crime took place. Well, I've been a Deep Sentinel customer for probably about a year now, and so far I love it. I have no doubt that somebody who was monitoring those cameras would have seen somebody coming, breaking down the door, and they wouldn't have been calling me to ask if that person was allowed to be breaking down my door. They would have been on the phone with the police, and they would have had somebody here immediately. I don't want a recording of somebody taking a package. What good does that do me? When you actually know that somebody is watching it, that's what the differentiator is. If we move, I'm leaving the traditional cameras and the NVR here. I'm taking the Deep Sentinel cameras with me.
I'm David Sillinger. I'm the CEO and co-founder at Deep Sentinel, and today I'm going to be walking you through the installation of your Deep Sentinel system. This setup process takes about 30 minutes, and in general, you're going to be better off if you happen to have a power drill, a step ladder, and if at all possible, the extra hands from a buddy or friend of yours that wants to help out here. The first step in setting up the Deep Sentinel system is to open the box. And as soon as you do that, you're going to be greeted by the bright red Deep Sentinel yard sign. You're also going to see 3 cards that introduce you to the Deep Sentinel system, how it works and what the pieces are. And then underneath that is where the fun starts. We've got our 3 cameras here, and this is the 3 camera starter kit. We've got the Deep Sentinel hub, which has the AI processor in it. 2 important boxes right here. One is labeled install, the other is labeled connect. These have components for the installation. And then you'll be greeted by the quick start guide. The quick start guide, if you so choose, you can pause this video and just follow the steps on the quick start guide and get going. The combination of the step-by-step here as well as the app are enough to get you installed. The most important thing in the quick start guide here is that it has a reminder that you need to start any installation of Deep Sentinel by downloading the Deep Sentinel app, either from the Apple App Store or from the Google Play Store. This app has step-by-step instructions in it as well that can help us walk through the installation. So that's where we're going to go right now. Once you download the Deep Sentinel app, go ahead and tap on it, and we're going to register to get started. So we tap right here on the word register, and we enter in our information. The next step is you have to confirm your email address. Go ahead and look into your inbox to get a confirmation email from Deep Sentinel that asks you to confirm that this is in fact your email address. If you don't see it after about 30 seconds, please make sure to check your spam or junk email folder in case it ended up there on accident. Now we're going to go ahead and log in and enter our key information. This includes your home address, and it's always a good idea to include a secondary contact in case you're unreachable in the event of an emergency. Of course, you can always add additional contacts, such as your spouse or partner, which we also highly recommend. The next step in the app brings you to the most exciting part of the Deep Sentinel setup, where you start actually getting the hardware and getting it hooked up. The first thing we're going to set up is the Deep Sentinel hub, which is the brains of the Deep Sentinel system. It has both the AI processor and our wireless connectivity in it. So it's really important that you select the right location for this. It has to be able to connect to your home Wi-Fi system, whether that's your router from your cable company or if you happen to have a separate router system. It has to be able to connect to that, but it also has to be able to reach all the different parts of your home. So selecting that location is critical because it has to be able to communicate with each of the cameras. It also cannot be behind a device such as a refrigerator, a television, or a microwave because those devices interfere in the wireless communication with the hub. When you take the hub out of the box, the first thing you're going to notice is that there are a number of electrical connectors in the back. These line up with the exact cables that are inside your Connect box. The Connect box has first a power cable, which we're going to hook up into the hub, and an Ethernet cable. This Ethernet data cable connects the hub with your cable router system. When you have the green flashing light, that means that your hub is communicating with Deep Sentinel and updating its software. Once that's complete, you're going to see a solid green light on your hub, and you're going to see a screen on your app that says success, move on to the next step. The next thing we do is we take the spare battery out of our Connect box. Remember, you always get a spare battery with Deep Sentinel, and your hub is your charging system. So we've already removed the lid for the Deep Sentinel system. We put the battery in with the prong side down, and you're going to see the LED blink 3 times to tell you that it's charging. 1, 2, 3. Once you're done setting up the hub, it's time for us to do the camera, and we're done with the Connect box. So we can move on to setting up our first camera. Go ahead and grab that first camera out of the box, remove the plastic cover from the front of it, and then grab the battery and do the same with the protective foam donut. Click Add a Camera in the app, and it's going to walk you through step-by-step instructions how to put the battery into the camera. You open up the back of the camera battery compartment by slightly twisting counterclockwise and pulling the lid backwards. Next, you slide the battery in with the golden connectors pointed inward. When the battery's all the way in, you'll be able to put the lid back on and twist it about a quarter of a turn. And you're going to notice that the two dots now no longer align on the side of the camera. Punch next in the app, and it's time to connect the camera to the hub. You're going to notice the hub is flashing white. So when you push the button on the camera, it's also going to flash white and tell you that it's pairing. When the pairing is successful, the camera is going to tell you that it's connected successfully, and the app is going to move on to the next step that tells you that it's been a success. You've now successfully paired your camera to your Deep Sentinel system. It's time to go outside and start your installation. Now that you've got your camera connected, it's time to think about where are you going to place that camera and the other cameras around your home. The obvious place that we start as a rule of thumb is the front door. And we want to make sure that we protect that from anyone coming in or out of the home, knocking on the door to see if anybody's around. You're going to want to take your other cameras, if you've got a 3-pack, certainly one in the back door, and then probably one on the driveway or a side entrance. Let's go ahead and get started with this front door. Here we are at the front door, and I want to talk about 3 key rules of thumb that we have at Deep Sentinel when we place the cameras somewhere like the front door. And these rules apply in the other locations as well, but we're going to talk about them here. And you'll even see that I've already got the camera installed above me. In fact, the red ring is spinning, which means as we shoot this right now, there is a guard watching us back in our central station, making sure that we're safe while we're shooting this video. The 3 key rules of thumb are that we want to make sure that we're aware that these are motion detection cameras. And motion detection cameras are better when an object moves across the field of view than when someone's approaching directly. So you don't want to place the camera right over the center of the door. You want to place it to the side. In fact, if this were not a recessed front door, I would want to have the camera off to the side a little bit more even to be able to capture the motion as somebody approaches the front door. But worst case scenario, you put it off and to the side. The second rule of thumb that you'll see here again is that the camera is about 6 to 8 feet up and it's pointed at a slight 15 to 20 degree downward angle. This ensures that the camera is not quite reachable, but it's able to get a good view of the field of view. The third rule of thumb is that field of view. And that's that we got to make sure that we capture as much of the approach leading up to the entrance, which is either a door or window, obviously, and that we get the actual door itself inside of the field of view of this camera. You want to make sure that you manage all those things so you're not over-triggering the camera, as well as you're capturing the key information so when the guards are watching somebody come up to your home, they're able to get there as early as possible and have as much time to intervene as possible. So those same 3 rules apply to a place like here in the driveway. Again, we've got the camera about 6 to 8 feet up, pointed slightly down at a 15 to 20 degree angle. It's pointed so that it can capture any motion of somebody coming in and out of the driveway, and that captures it laterally. And inside the field of view is the actual garage door itself here. Here in the backyard, you're going to see something similar. Again, camera's about 6 to 8 feet up, pointed about 15 to 20 degrees down. It's able to capture people approaching the sliding glass door and captures the sliding glass door itself. So you'll see these 3 rules of thumb apply in really every location. Now that we know the approximate area where we want to locate each of the cameras, we got to check one final thing in the exact location where we want to place the camera, and that's the strength of the signal between that camera and the hub. Once you've found your approximate locations of where you want to place the camera, the final step is to verify the signal strength before you drill any holes. To do that, all you have to do is hold the camera in approximately the location where you want it to be, wait about 15 seconds, and then look on your app on the Verify Signal Strength screen. As long as the screen states that you have a fair signal or better, then you're in pretty good shape. Now, everything you need to install the Deep Sentinel cameras is in this box labeled Install. I'm going to go ahead and open that up and walk you through the contents. When you open up the install box, the first thing you're going to see are window clings you can use to let folks know that you've got the Deep Sentinel security system. So in this secondary box here, you've also got a masonry drill bit and mounting hardware, which includes 3 screws and 3 anchors. When we open that up, we can take out the masonry drill bit. This works on both sheetrock and masonry, like concrete or brick. and then 3 self-drilling screws for wood, and then the anchors that you'll need either for sheetrock or for masonry. Now, the next thing you're going to see in the box here is 3 mounting brackets. These are really cool. Got a camera right here, and the camera, you'll see, slips right on to that mounting clip, and you'll hear that light clicking sound. I'll do that one more time. When the camera connects to the mounting bracket. To remove the mount from the clip, you'll notice that there's a small button on one side of the mount. It's not on both sides, it's just on one side of the mount on the ring of the camera. Simply depress that with your thumb and the camera becomes disconnected. Slide it back in, hear the click, and it's connected. So if you're mounting the camera on a horizontal wall, you can mount it like this and then tilt it down. If you're mounting it from the eaves, now that's not going to work as well. So what you've got here that's neat that a lot of people don't realize is that ring on the outside of the camera actually rotates. So you can mount the camera like this. You can actually mount it directly off of a ceiling in a similar way. And this mounting bracket has also on it a fixed pressure ball mount, which means that as you move the camera around, you do not have to tighten anything. It holds itself in place at any angle. In fact, we've been through hurricanes and tornadoes, and this thing holds in place pretty darn well. So to actually connect the mount to your home, we've put a lot of time and energy into engineering this. One of the neat things you're going to see about this mount is that it only has a single screw hole in it, and that the actual mounting bracket itself slides up and slides down. To install the mounting bracket, take the screw, insert it through that one little hole there, take your screwdriver, in this case a power tool, place the mounting bracket where you'd like it, and simply screw it into place. To attach the camera, slide the mounting bracket down, take your camera, align it with the mounting clip, and slide the camera back until you hear a click. To install in masonry, take your masonry bit and remove it from the protective pouch. Slide it into your drill. Tighten it in the drill. Identify the correct location. Drill a hole either in your sheetrock or your masonry. Take the anchor that's included in the kit, slip it in the hole here. You should not need a hammer, but in the case that you're doing it in concrete or masonry, you may. Then just like in the installation in wood, you will take this screw, slip it into that hole in the mounting bracket, but this time put the screw right up against the hole in the anchor. Get your screwdriver, line it up with the hole, and screw it in. Just like wood, you shut the mounting bracket, and you're able to connect the camera to the mounting bracket in exactly the same way. Now that you have installed your mount in the location you want it to, and you've clipped the camera onto the mount, it's time to verify the very final step for each camera, which is the protection zone. There are a couple of things you want to keep in mind as you set this protection zone. The first is at the very top, you have a reduced motion sensitivity area. That's because the motion detection for the camera does not include that area with as much sensitivity, so we don't want to guarantee to you, our customers, that we can protect that as closely. If you want to protect an area and it is in that purple band, you can reach back up there and adjust the angle of the camera one more time. The second thing is that you don't want to include any high volume areas in this, like a sidewalk in front of your home or in a public street. We do not protect public areas as a part of Deep Sentinel service. The third thing that you want to do is you want to make sure that you do collect all that area both in front of and including the door. So I wouldn't want to move the zone to not include the door like this. I want to ensure that I include both the door and the area leading up to it. The final step in the Deep Sentinel camera setup is the most exciting, and that's because you get to see Deep Sentinel in action. You see this request for response symbol, which I'm going to do right in front of this camera right here. And the request for response symbol allows you to speak to a guard live at the end of your setup process.
Hello, this is Deep Sentinel Security, confirming your request for a response.
Hey there, I'm just testing and setting up my system. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. You have a nice day.
And like I said, that's my favorite thing because again, within about 25, 30 minutes of buying your Deep Sentinel system, you get to see exactly what it is that makes Deep Sentinel so much different than any other camera system out there. Whenever that red ring is spinning, it means that there's a live guard watching and protecting you, your family, and your home. So take your Deep Sentinel sign outside, stick it in the ground, and let everybody know that this is not a house to be messed with.
Our mission is to protect your property and stop crime before it can happen.
Deep Sentinel Security, can I help you, sir?
Hello, this is Deep Sentinel Security. Is there something I could help you with?
Our video-based AI technology keeps an eye on your property for you, streaming real threats to live Sentinel agents.
This is Deep Sentinel Security. The police are on their way.
This is Deep Sentinel Security. You need to leave immediately. Hello, this is Deep Sentinel Security. You need to put that package back now.
You will have peace of mind knowing that our Sentinels are watching and ready to help. Our highly trained guards consistently go above and beyond.
Sir, could you please get out of the middle of the street? It's not safe. It looks like you left something there in the middle of the road. You might want to grab that and then get out of the street, please. Just hang on the sidewalk. I don't want you to get hit by a car.
Hello, sir. This is Deep Sentinel Security. Is there any reason that you're on this property?
Yeah, we're just doing a test with Sergeant. See if you guys have noticed.
Very good, sir. Thank you so much for letting us know that.
Yeah, of course. Appreciate it. That was real quick.
You guys take care and have a safe night.
When artificial intelligence meets video-based surveillance and human understanding, true security is achieved.
Sir, if you have no reason to be on this property, you need to leave immediately. Hello, sir. This is Deep
Sentinel
Sentinel Security.
Stop what you're doing immediately.
Hello, this is Deep Sentinel Security.
Hello, this is Deep Sentinel Security. This is Deep Sentinel Security. This is Marissa with Deep Sentinel Security.
We thank you for trusting us to watch your home.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I was just testing.
Just testing. Thank you.
You're just testing it with customer support now.
Great. Everything sounds great. You have a great day, okay?
Okay, have a nice day, sir.
Have a great night.
Okay, great. Have a great night.
Great. Thank you very much. Have a great night.
You're very welcome, sir. Have a good day.
Oh my god, they stopped me.